Okay, good morning, everybody. Okay, so today, what I want to do is to continue with our Qigong training. I'm starting to really like this as I learn more about it. Here's what I really like, is I like it because it's new and it's different. I'm not sure it's so exciting, but I think it's something that I've always wanted to learn. And I think it has some really great value in learning how to move our body and focus our energy and our mind on that movement. So it incorporates that movement with our breath work. It's almost like a mindful movement, almost like a moving meditation. So I really like that. And as you'll see, I think some of these movements, I am even convinced that you can learn how to do some sports activities by moving very slowly. Okay, and you'll see what I mean in a minute. But first, let's get started. Okay, let's first start with taking 3 breaths, and what I want you to do is put your hands on your stomach. As you breathe in, feel your lungs fill up with air, and the last thing you'll fill up is your belly, so breathe in. And then breathe out and feel your stomach kind of like really pushing the air out, and then breathe in. And breathe out. Now feel that air going into your lungs and into your belly. And that's where I want you to focus. Let's do one more. We're not in any hurry to do these. The idea is we're just kind of like soothing our nervous system, soothing our mind, our mood. Sweep your hands up and push the air out. Breathe in, up, breathe out. I want you to feel your hands as they go up and feel your body as it's moving through these. So the cool thing about this is we're kind of learning how it feels to move in a slow motion, and it feels as we can really relate to how our body's moving through this space. Sometimes when we do sports, it goes so fast we really can't feel what's going on with the movement. But if we do them slow, we can feel what it's like to go ahead and move even when we go faster. Okay? Let's do one of the warm-up exercises we've done before. Let's get our arms up, make small little circles. Now again, this isn't Qigong, but I like it. It's just a nice good warm-up. Let your circles get a little bit bigger. A little bigger yet. Now remember, what we're doing is focus our attention on the body part that's moving. So feel your arms, feel how it feels in your shoulders. Nice big breath in. Okay, let's go the other way. Reverse it. Feel how your shoulders feel, how your arms are starting to feel. Let's go a little smaller circles. Smaller yet, smaller, and then hold it there. Okay, now let's go back a few classes when we talked about that Behira choice point. Because what is happening now in your arms and my arms is they're starting to get a little bit heavy. I'm really starting to feel a little of discomfort, and that's okay. Remember that Behira point was that choice point where we make the decision to do an action or not do an action, anything like that. You're making a choice of a behavior or an action. So for right now, we're feeling the discomfort, not pain, discomfort. And we can just go ahead and keep it there for a little bit longer. If it's too much for you, go ahead and drop your arms. If you can handle it a little bit more, you're starting to feel the discomfort in the muscles, That's okay. Okay, let's shake them up. Okay, let's get back to the Qigong. There was one exercise we did that was simulated bouncing a basketball, where we took the basketball and the ball was coming up like this, right? You remember? So we moved over like that as if the ball was coming up, and then we came over on this side, the ball was coming up. Okay, and that's exactly what happens when we bounce the ball. It comes up. Only this time what we're doing is swaying our body from one side to the other. The reason I really like these exercises, it teaches you how to transfer your weight from one leg to the other, which is extremely important in athletics. Okay, feel your legs going down and feel your arm coming up. We're not slapping, we're coming up with the ball. Okay, from one side to the next. You actually can breathe in as the ball comes up, breathe out, and then in, out, in, out, in. Okay, you can even lift your other leg up as it comes out, as it goes to the other side. And we can work on a little bit of our balance. Let's go right into the tree pose. We'll incorporate a little yoga in with this. And relax. How's your balance? Getting any better? Okay, let's go to the other leg. Okay. Palms inward. Oh, chin height. Okay. One hand is going to go up. The other is going to go down. And then they're going to meet again under the chin. Okay? So let's go right hand out, left hand down, meet in the chin. Slow. So focus on your breath. Go from one side to the other. This one hand goes up, the other goes down. Breathe in as it goes up, and then out. In, and out. In, and out. Okay, while we're doing that, there's two others that I just learned. Okay, and it's very similar, actually three others. It's very similar to bouncing the basketball. Remember we just did this one? So this one is you're holding the basketball, you're pretending to hold the basketball, you're not really, and you're moving from one side to the next. So one hand starts like that, and we move like that. Okay, so let's go ahead, pretend like we have the basketball, transfer our weight, move over to the other side. You go down, bend your knees, and come up. And up. Okay, we're going to move right into the next one. This is called Wave of the Ocean, where you go all the way up like a wave, and as the wave goes down, okay, you're doing basically the same thing. You're transferring the weight. You're just accentuating the move a little bit more. So I'll be quiet. I want you to feel your body, feel your knees. Okay, good. All right. Oh, the last one that I really like, this brings back memories of me doing my karate training when I was a little kid, about your age. We started like this, but we're going to do our hands out. Instead of punching, we're going to just go ahead and have our hands, palms facing out. Okay, we're going to start with one hand out and bend your knees. As the one hand goes out, the other hand comes in. So we're pushing out and we're pulling in. Ready? Alternate. Pull in, push out. Now you can either focus on the push out or the pull in or any combination of that or both. Out, in. Let's say we're just focusing on the left. Out, in. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and, all right, so let me just show you what value I think this slow motion movement does. I told you it has a lot to do with coordinating with the breath with the body, relaxing your nervous system. You're moving, you're getting an awareness of your body in space. But let's say we wanted to really focus on how to throw a ball. And let's, instead of just throwing it quickly, let's do it in slow motion, like a Qigong method. Okay, so let's pretend like you have a ball. You don't really have to have a ball. And bring it up here, because this is what we do. We have our hand like this. We don't have our hand like this. We have the ball about ear height like that. We're standing sideways to wherever we're intending to throw. Bend our legs. And what we'll do is, and this will look just like some of the Qigong movements, is we'll transfer our weight. So we go from here to here. From one side to the next. Okay, let's get used to doing that. Up, out, up. You can see I'm even taking my arm up. Okay, now here's what I'd like you to do. The next step is, as we step out, I want your belly button to move like that. Okay, step and take your hips out. Back. Hips out. We didn't even start to throw yet. This is a nice slow motion movement. And I want you to feel your hips moving this way. Okay, now the last thing we do is we're going to throw the ball. Now watch what happens with my elbow. Now I step, hips, and watch my elbow. I didn't even throw it yet. Start with my hand about ear height. Step, hips, elbow. Step, hips, elbow. Now, the last thing we do is throw it. Step, hips, elbow, throw. Step, hips, elbow, and throw. Okay, so you can see how that slow motion movement, actually when we're doing some athletic moves, it just happens so fast that it's hard to break down exactly what's happening. So a really, really good athlete who's done this before can kind of like figure out what he or she is doing wrong by putting their mind where their body is and what's going on at that body part. Let me see what our time is. Okay. So let's end it with, after I'm done with this, you're going to stop the video and you're going to just go outside and practice your basketball. Okay? We're getting close to basketball season and you might as well get good at dribbling. So we just did practice this. So go outside and practice pushing the ball down. Now you don't have to go ahead and go from one side to the next, although you can actually do the cross dribble, but it'll be enough just to go ahead and practice, and you're going to get the Qigong method of bringing that arm up and pushing down. Not slapping, the arm comes up. Arm comes up. Okay, go outside and practice that for a few minutes, and get out your jump rope, and you might as well go outside and take a few minutes and get that cardio going with your jump rope. Remember, a good way to start is to just get used to the twirling of the rope, and when you see it right about at eye height, that's when you go to start. That's when you go to jump. Got it? Okay, a couple minutes of basketball, a couple minutes of jump rope, and I hope you enjoyed the Qigong. I think it's a great way to kind of learn how to focus our attention on our body. Okay? Okay, great job, everybody.